CBS Atlanta News presents Public Affairs on Peach.
Even before the fireworks ever started, many of you were probably thinking about your New Year's resolutions. Quit smoking, lose weight, pay off your credit cards. Yeah, the new year is a fresh start, but how do you stick to those goals and see them through? Good Sunday morning to you and happy 2012. I'm Brandon Rudat. Every year, many of us make those resolutions, but the reality is fewer than half the people who make goals are sticking to them by the time summer rolls around. One of the most popular resolutions, of course, eating healthier, getting fit, and losing weight. And while losing 50 or 60 pounds can seem daunting, you can do it. Jackie Oleski is a registered dietitian with Piedmont Hospital. She joins us this morning. Jackie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I bet you if we asked our viewers right now this morning how many of them already broke their resolutions, a lot of them would probably be saying, I have already broken my resolution, and we're only about a week in. One of the biggest things people talk about, right? Biggest New Year's resolution, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. How do people go about losing weight in a healthy way?
Well, the first thing you need to do is make a commitment to make changes. All of us can follow a diet plan that says do this, 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 and this, and we can do that for a short period of time. But we need to make that commitment to make long-term changes.
Okay. Eating healthier rather than just, okay, I'm not going to eat that slice of cake. Okay, I'm not going to have that. It's not necessarily about less food intake, right? It's about what you're intaking.
Well, a little bit of both. Bottom line is calories count. So how many calories you had at the end of the day and how many you've burned does make a difference. That's how we gain weight. We eat more calories than we burn. But it doesn't mean you have to give up everything. The focus should be on eating healthy, getting those good foods in, but there's always room for all kinds of foods to make us happy.
Okay, a lot of people snack throughout the day. What do you tell to those people who love just to be snacking the whole day, even if they're at their computer desk, they're on the run?
Grazing adds up to lots of extra calories. We can eat foods and not even realize that we're eating them. So, you know, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here can add up to hundreds of calories by the end of the day. And remember, too many calories equals extra pounds.
That's right. And for somebody like me, sometimes I want to gain weight. And I exercise about 2 hours a day. And in order for me to gain weight, I have to be eating more calories than I'm burning in my 2-hour workout, right? So the same thing goes with losing weight. If you want to lose weight, you've got to be burning more calories than you're taking in.
Exactly.
What about those people who are constantly on the run and they're eating fast food?
Yeah.
What's a way to get away? What's a way to get around that?
Having a plan. Having a plan for what you're going to do. My recommendation is take one day out of every week and make a plan for what you're going to eat for that following week. Sticking to the plan helps us to achieve our goals. If we are driving home from work and we say, gee, you know,
that Chick-fil-A sandwich looks really good.
You know, what am I going to have? I have nothing at home to fix. So you just turn in somewhere, take out, or fast food, either one. And generally, number one, you're not going to eat healthy, and number two, you're going to get lots of extra calories from those kinds of food.
All right, and this is a place where I have really tried to make a change too. Sodas. Even those sodas, you know, you have your Coke Zeros out there and all those things. Just getting rid of soda. For me, it took about a month, and I noticed a huge difference.
Absolutely. What we put in our body makes a difference on how we feel. And there's absolutely nothing nutritious about soda. So sure, there's room for small amounts, but if it's a big part of what you take in every day, it can make a big difference in the way you feel.
All right, not sure if you know much about this, or maybe you do, because I'd love to get your insight, but what's a good way to get caffeine that's not necessarily in what is my weakest part of my life, a Diet Mountain Dew? I love the I love the caffeine early in the morning, but what's a way to get around that?
Well, caffeine is one of those things that we can wean ourselves from and not need as much, possibly. So drinking, if you have coffee, drinking half decaf, is a way to decrease your
Jackie,
caffeine intake.
you're talking to somebody when we wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to come to work. I mean, that's like telling a doctor and a nurse to not have caffeine and they work the overnights, right?
But it's a habit, and it's a habit that can be changed.
Okay.
With time.
All right, let's talk about some of these ways to achieve weight loss goals. You said already, making a commitment to yourself, change your current eating habits, focus on a goal of eating healthy, not necessarily of weight loss. We talked about that. Evaluate your diet. What do you tell the people? What does that mean, evaluating your diet?
Well, we can always look to resources that says, this is what you should eat for breakfast, this is what you should eat for dinner. But if it's so far from what you normally do, it's not going to last. You can do that for a little while, but it's not going to hold up in the long run. So evaluating where your pitfalls are. What is it that you do that you can make some changes that will make a difference in both eating healthy and decreasing your calorie intake? There are all kinds of resources for doing that. ChooseMyPlate.gov is a good website to go to for some ideas on eating healthy. A registered dietitian might be a good idea to give you some help if you're not able to pinpoint your exact problem areas.
All right. We're also telling people to write down the changes that you intend to make, because basically if you see it in writing, you're likely to kind of remember it every day. You're kind of reminded by it. Practice, 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 and be accountable to yourself. How important are those last two?
Very important. I run into people all the time that said, I do great until my coworker brings in donuts or cookies. I do great until that bowl of candy is sitting out there in front of me. And I say, well, you have to have a plan and you have to practice. We can't always just say, no, I can't have it, no, I can't have it, no, I can't have it. But we can say, okay, I know there's probably going to be something that happens during my day that's not the best thing for me, but I'm going to allow myself a little bit. One piece of candy, one little bite of something.
All right, 30 seconds left here. Ready? Some people say eating healthy is too expensive. I don't have a budget to eat healthy. That's why I choose to eat fast food. And usually fast food stuff is cheap.
Well, I disagree wholeheartedly. Shopping for groceries, having things on hand, I think you'll find that you spend a lot less money than going out to eat all of the time. Getting used to preparing your foods is also a good part of eating healthy.
And do what I do once in a while, and I need to get in a better habit of it, is cooking a prepared meal at the beginning of the week, and something that can last 3 days. And then I can just nuke it, or I can just eat it again,
exactly.
and eat the portion. So I'm not having to cook every night. So when I do go home, I do have something there. Jackie Oleski from Piedmont Hospital, we appreciate your time this morning and some great tips as well. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you. Thanks.
All right. When we come back, more to talk about this morning. Another goal many of you have made was to get your finances in order, ways to become financially stable in the coming year. That story coming up.